Oh man, so I'm just sat here on my balcony. Hopefully you watched my previous video where I was chilling around here doing not much, but where I gave you a bit of a psychological insight into my mind, what I'm thinking right now. I mean, as you can see on the screen right there, Bitcoin's still struggling, right? Sat below 47. It's not a good time. I know a lot of you guys, particularly who are new in crypto, appreciated that video because it can be difficult, right? It can be a risky kind of setup right now. And what I want to do in this video is talk about one coin. We spoke in that video about looking at use cases, being early adopters, and today I'm going to talk about Luna, because we know this whole trend around finding good projects. I spoke in the video earlier today that we need to find good projects, we need to find narratives which are going to stand the test of time. And I want to kick off today, and maybe this could become a series of videos if you guys like this type of content, where I suggest a coin and do some technicals on a coin which I have high conviction in, that I think is operating in a space which is going to really grow fast. And Luna is a bit of a complicated one. I know a lot of people who have invested in Luna, dabbled in Luna, but don't actually know what it does. Now, today, it's managed to be one of those coins that even while Bitcoin is struggling, as we can see on the screen right now, barely wicking green on a candle. If I head over to the daily chart for Luna, which we will very shortly, it's having a green day. But what is causing Luna to have a green day? Well, the first thing is, in the short term today, it's launched on the Nexo platform, right? We know it's launched on the Nexo platform, and that means more people are going to get exposure to Luna and be able to earn up to 8% APY yields on the Nexo platform, which opens it up to more people. So naturally, you're going to get a little bit of a pump due to that news, right? It's a bit of a catalyst. But forgetting that, longer term, why have I been bullish Luna? And why, if I go to the charts, which again, we'll do very shortly, don't worry guys, just want you to focus on this for now. Why is it that I talk about Luna, and why am I so bullish on a project like Luna and using it as an example of a project we need to get behind with true use cases? And the reason is, I like what they're after. We spoke about Chainlink and we said, okay, I love Chainlink because it's the de facto data oracle play, right? Smart contracts in the future are going to need to be able to feed data streams into it, and I think Chainlink are best positioned to do so. Now, what about things like Polkadot? We spoke about Polkadot and said it's great in terms of being an internet of blockchains. People just driving around in their fancy cars, revving for no reason. Never understood that. Now, what about Luna? So Luna is tackling the stable coin arena. They're trying to become the first and only purely decentralized stablecoin play. And what's important about that is, if any of you guys have followed the space, you've probably got about 70 billion market value locked in USDT, that's Tether. You've probably got about 30 billion, this is very rough figures off the top of my head, $30 billion locked into something like USDC, which is Circle. And currently you have 2.7 billion locked in Terra Luna. Now, Terra blockchain, and Luna is the coin on the Terra blockchain, is trying to decentralize these stablecoins, because currently Tether and USDC are held by companies. They're organizations, they're not decentralized, and we as the people who own some of the stablecoins do not control the destiny of that coin, right? Now, the problem with that, and we've seen this, you get a rehypothecation problem in terms of these coins. This is where it's similar to fractional banking and some of the financial crashes we've seen before, where people can get too excited re-lending the stable coins. And if you eventually in the future, imagine if crypto retraces quite a lot, you could get a run on your stable coin. So for example, Tether, let's use Tether as an example. If you had a run on Tether, everybody will want to go cash in their USDT for $1. But the problem is there's more USD minted than dollars they hold on their balance sheets. So they cannot fulfill it. And that could lead to a massive crash with a lot of impairment. And that is the risk that we're facing right now. You have the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, talking about this. There's a lot of press around this. This is one of the things that is holding crypto back. And we know it's one of the weaknesses in the crypto space. And that is why I love the founder, Do Kwon, who's gone after Terra blockchain and said, look, this is the issue we're going to challenge. We're going to try to build this out, right? Excuse me. So we're going to try to build out a decentralized stablecoin play. And that's an amazing project, and that's what he's done. And we can get into the science of how it works, and maybe for another video we can go into the fundamentals of how the Luna coin is used to create arbitrage around making sure that the peg between one UST, which is the Terra stablecoin of USDT, is pegged exactly to $1. We can go into that, but it's a beautiful system. It's built and it's fully decentralized, right? And that is the beauty of it. It's algorithmically set up to stay that way, so we don't have the risk, which we do with USDT or USDC, where we don't know where they're putting their dollars. When you give them $1 and you get one USDT, they're putting that into a basket of assets, which they've kind of sometimes disclosed now that they're being asked to, but we don't get regular disclosures of where they're putting that and how well back they have that money in USDC or in US dollars or cash equivalents. USDC is a little bit better than USDT, but Tether is definitely a bit notorious for this. So definitely a great project in terms of Luna, and I highly encourage you to spend some time understanding the fundamentals of Luna. Now that we've done that, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, because I'm going to show you the chart, and if you appreciate this blend, the blend between technicals and fundamentals while I'm on my rest, then smash up the likes, make sure you share this video so more people can find it, and let's look at the Terra Luna chart. Now, if you look at this chart, it's been a super impressive chart, right? If you throw me out the way there, because he's wasting space over there, it's precious real estate on the screen. Now, if you look at this, we've been following this for a while, and I just removed the EMA ribbon just to tidy it up. We've been in this upward channel for a long time, and you can see my scribbles on here already. As soon as we entered, we kind of picked up from this level here at $5.13. We ran all the way up here on this candle wick to 31. And then we just had a nice steady tick all the way up. If I bring out the EMA ribbon, you can see how beautifully this has respected the EMA ribbon. We had a wick below here, bounced straight back up, came back here, fully tested it, even dropped below it, got a close below it, and the next candle, full bullish engulfing candle on our way back up. Rode the EMA ribbon again didn't lose it, bounced all the way up. Beautiful respect. And then you've seen a little bit of a test here along the 0.786 Fibonacci level, and then we saw the climb back up. And you can see my drawings here. I mean, if you can see, if I head over into the 4-hourly chart, you can see how we covered this on the channel. That look, I was expecting a slight correction down and then a bounce. Now you can see here, due to the latest Bitcoin sufferings, let's call it, we've kind of fallen below our channel, but that's not to worry about, right? We've fallen below it here before, and we fully recovered all the way back up, and we've done this so again. You can see now we're getting a good set of 4-hourly candles now coming back in. It's really important that we get above this violet line, okay, and use it and test it as support. Okay, so what I want to see is, I want to see the 4-hourlies do this, test it as support, and then continue in our channel to the upside. Now let's head back into the daily chart, because what I want to show you is more of my long-term price target, medium-term price target. You will see that a long time ago, you'd have to go back to watch some of my videos, but you will see that when I noticed that we were entering into this channel, we already said that we could see a Terra Luna price target of 76.79. Now you can see we're already sitting at 57. We're getting there. You can see we already wicked above it here and met the price target from this technical point. You can see from the violet line here. But I fully expect us to come, get a good bounce off our EMA ribbon, head back above it, flip bullish, and then head back to our target at 76.79 here on Terra Luna. The question you're probably asking is, what is a good point in terms of an entry? I think now is always a good point of entry, given that a lot of our favorite altcoins have retraced. So if you have any projects which you have high conviction in, or you've done some research and you're looking at building a position into it, I wouldn't go all in. I mean, let's use an easy number. If you want to go $1,000 into a project, I wouldn't go all in right now on the project, but I'd start nibbling, because we're at a good price right now. Obviously Terra's pumped 8% now due to the Nexo announcement, but I suspect that will pump back down again. It's just a bit of euphoria today. Wait a few days, let's see how Bitcoin continues to do. Like I said, unfortunately I still see some more downside on Bitcoin, which we can cover off on the charts as well. We're hanging really precariously here on this chart, but when Bitcoin's suffering, it's always a great idea to load up on some of your alts, and that's what I'd recommend you doing here. So you can see here, if I switch to the 4-hourly on Bitcoin, we're still in this descending triangle, and we're hanging precariously at the bottom here. So this is not looking good. We've got lower highs. We're struggling to hold this level. You can see here, initially we're holding this horizontal level. We kind of started heading below it, and now I'd be prepared for a break to the downside and testing the levels such as 42, 43, which I know people don't like to hear, but that's what's going to happen. And if that's the case, these are great points for you to load into your high conviction alts, whether that's your Chainlinks, whether that's your Polkadots, whether it's your Phantom. I'm not telling you which coins, I'm telling you which are your favorite altcoins with your high conviction in, that you're not going to cry about when the market retraces. That's when you get a good time to start loading into those. Okay guys, so moral of the story, don't wait for the perfect day, because you're never going to know what the perfect day is. If you have high conviction, start nibbling. If it's $1,000, start nibbling $100 at a time, right? Let's get into the market, because if Bitcoin U-turns and we're completely wrong here, we head to the upside, you're in at least, and you don't have that psychological regret. But at the same time, you don't want to go all in right now, because if Bitcoin falls to 42, 43, you best bet all your altcoins are going to fall too, and then you've still got some cash on the side to keep dipping and keep buying some more dollar cost average in, lower your cost basis. That's the way to enter some of your favorite positions. So there you have it guys, there's an update whilst here. Beautiful evening here in Dubai, enjoying these views, as you can see, doing some work, catching up on some emails, and hope you guys enjoyed this as always. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, pin comment will be the link to our free public Discord server, guys. Make sure you head in there, because people like you in the Discord server are voting on which coin they want me to cover. Luna is one of the highest voted coins, and that's why we're covering it here on this channel. So if you want to have your say, if you want to vote on which coins you want to see me analyze fundamentally and technically on this channel, head into that link. It's free, doesn't cost you a penny. Head into there, meet like-minded people, tag me with any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.